Right, here we go. We're live. We're live. Fuck. Um,
Nice.
yeah, I know, right? Cool. And because it's past 9 o'clock, we can say naughty words, but we're not
Yes.
allowed to say the R word, even though we're both fucking R worded. um, anyway, so hello, I am Martin. This is Alex, and we are going to start this new series every Tuesday on talking shite about movies, games, and whatever fucking comes to mind. To be honest with you,
All right.
let's talk about movie games. You
Yeah,
like them. You got a lot for your PS2, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, basically, actually, I got it right here. I could show you. I got a box full of them.
Oh fuck,
I
man.
unpacked them when I moved.
All right.
This is some of them. I can't
Holy
do
shit.
many of them, but
Fucking hell, man.
majority of them. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, movie games
Yeah.
and some TV stuff there too. So
Have you rigged up your old PS2 to play them again, or?
I did initially when I first moved here, but I've lost the wire to connect to the TV. Which is it's the coloured ones. It's like the red, yellow, and
Hold on.
yeah.
1 second.
I forget what you call it, but
Yeah, going into my drawer of pointless fucking cables. Yeah, I think I actually have a spare one of those.
oh, nice. Yeah, I've got
Um,
this. I've removed a triangle in my room, and loads of music since I've moved here. So,
well, DM me your address later, man, and I'll see if I can post it out sometime this week.
appreciate it. Cheers.
No worries, no worries. I'll see if I can find it out first. I'm pretty sure I got one. If I haven't, I'll message you later. Anyway, so what makes why do you? Well, you're a massive movie fan anyway, aren't you, dude?
Of course.
Yeah. And so, what's your opinion on movie games as a whole?
Well, the general opinion is like they're just a lot of them are just tie-ins based on like when the film comes out. Like the Ghost Rider game I got here, which usually generally a lot of people just don't. They're just not as good as the normal game that the popular games sort of thing, like their own branded sort of games. But I find like the Ghost Rider game better than the film.
All right. Yeah,
Sometimes you just get games that are just a little bit better than the film.
you get that a lot, though, don't you? I mean, honestly, I think most movie type games, especially ones based on bad movies, tend to be really fucking good.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
and so I tell you what made me laugh. Like, James Bond's on Amazon right now. Like, I've been watching the shit out of it. Timothy Dalton being the best one. I will die on that fucking hill.
I agree.
Yeah, man. Like, he's an absolute fucking badass. Like, he really is.
He's
Like,
probably the most accurate of like he's the only one. I think actually probably the first or maybe just the only one that's actually really like studied the character based on the books and all that sort of thing.
He's also. Did you know he was Welsh?
I had no idea about that.
I thought he was a Yank.
Yeah.
I thought he was a fucking Yank. Anyway, so but I mean, like, there's some really good ones. Do you remember Jim Carrey's The Mask?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, such a. I'll tell you what, I got a really cool fact about The Mask, man. I think you'll like this one. Right. Miramax wanted to retire Freddy.
Yeah.
At that time. And they were looking for someone to replace him. And they actually wanted The Mask to replace him. He was meant to be a horror character. And if you read the original comics, which are fucking amazing, he is a fucking lethal asshole. He's like, he just murders people just for no fucking reason. Anyway, but The Mask on Super Nintendo is a lot of fun, if a bit like European fucking platforming. So I mean, there's gonna be so many good games which are based on movies, and I don't think many people know about them. To be honest with you, what's your ones do you particularly like?
I think this is like a lot of people seem to like. I love it a lot. Which when it came out is Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah,
and well, from after loving the first one at the time, and then the second one was just even better.
Yeah, have you played the new ones on the PlayStation 4?
I was about to get to that.
Oh fuck!
That's a disappointment. Was just the EA versions of them. I think it's just because they use the same name. They try to use the same concept. It just wasn't quite the same.
No, I mean the first new one was probably better than the second one. That fucking loot boxes and
I didn't go with the whole like, oh, you have to pay 60 quid to continue the game.
Oh fuck!
It wasn't that first one. I thought, nah.
I don't fucking know.
I just have what it was, and yeah, not quite the same.
It must have been bad because I got it for like, fuck. How much did I pay it for? Oh bollocks! I think it was less than a fucking tenner with all the DLC.
Oh really?
Yeah, but yeah, the Star Wars game is. I'll tell you what. It's hard. It's hard to find a bad Star Wars game. Yeah, it is. See, dude, I just think there's so much cool stuff going on, and we've had some great film games. I mean, there's some of them are just fantastic, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and God, Predator, that one, an Alien versus Predator. Did you play the PC version?
I think, a long time ago, the PC version of Alien Predator.
Oh, that was good.
And what's the other one? Alien Trilogy?
Oh, fuck, that's amazing. Like,
I actually had that for PC and PlayStation 1.
I didn't know it came out on a PC.
Yeah.
I knew that. Oh, that's just fucking great. I still remember the cheat, which was I got pink boots on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it was in that fucking Elite Speed, you know, like ones with eyes and shit. Yeah, I got pink boots on. For everything. Damn, that game was amazing. Seriously, like no one gives it the respect it needs. Everyone talks about GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Fuck, and honestly, the single player that's fucking garbage. It is.
I have to say, I've not played it myself. I never had the chance to. I did have a I don't know what it was for, but basically they had a gun basically made for whatever. I don't know what it was for. It was for the SNES or whatever it came with, and I actually remodeled it. I basically took whatever of it apart and made it as a film prop.
All right.
It was just basically like a spy gun, like a James Bond gun. I just remodeled it for a film.
That sounds pretty fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, I got it for 50p from a car boot sale.
They did that, and they did it for Super Mario Brothers, the film as well.
Yeah.
That was a fun fucking film. It's absolute shite, but fuck me, it's fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So there's got to be something that just fucking you think that was it's just going to wind people up because it's more fun not to at the moment. So what's that Predator game like? Because I've seen Concrete Jungle around. Is it any good?
From what I remember, it's a long time since I played it, but yeah, it was pretty damn good. I wouldn't compare to the other PS2 game I loved at the time was Alien vs Predator Extinction.
Oh,
have you played that one?
The real-time strategy game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've never played it. I keep meaning to.
I think of the two games, I prefer playing that. But it's Concrete Jungle is still a lot of fun. It's basically I've been posting a lot on Facebook yesterday on video game films and what I said about film-based video games, and that is basically Predator 2 the game. That's what I describe it as. You're literally in that weird, fucked up version of LA, and well, more fucked than it as he is now. Yeah, and you got the same sort of like Jamaican drug lord characters. You just thrash apart as the Predator. You're literally just running around, just pulling them apart. It's just great.
It sounds
like literally ripping their spines out. It's wonderful.
Oh, I've got something to show you. I don't think you'll like this.
Oh yeah.
Right. I'm going to show you something first. Look, this is the Marvel Predator comic. It's fucking awful. It's absolute shite. I fucking hate it. I love Predator.
I had no idea that was a thing.
Here's the original. This is the original Dark Horse Predator comic, and
that's what I'm more familiar with.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool about it?
What's that?
The main character, I think, who is in it, is Dutch's brother.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah, so it actually ties into the film series. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, the films did.
Yeah. Oh God. I like the last one, the Predator. actually enjoyed that. It was just a nice. Pardon?
I enjoyed it, but I don't know if I enjoyed it the same way other people did, because I was basically the only one at the cinema at the time. I was just laughing my ass off at it. Like, it's
So
was it Thomas Jane and a few other, and forget that comedian's name is in it. There's a few of them. This is a group of it's just. I guess it's the way they played it. It just kept making me laugh.
It just reminded me of a fun, campy horror more than a a serious action film.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Everything was just so fucking over the top in it. You got that autistic kid who manages to work the fucking predator thing to murder his police. I fucking burst out laughing when that happened.
I know. It's you must put the mask on, that oversized head, like really?
No, I know, right? It's fucking ridiculous.
Like, realistically, he must have just stood there to try to balance it, just like to make it fall off.
I think the most unrealistic bit about that is that he got overly upset. Like, it fucking. I can see the worst stuff happen, and I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, are you a sociopath? Probably. I'm probably sociopathic in a degree. And yeah, it was just so fucking campy. And like, you had that Iron Man suit at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Oh, Jesus, man. Like, it's just.
The Iron Man 3, and it shows.
They should have used that one in Iron Man 3. Iron Man just going around as the fucking Predator. That would have made that film so much better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so many. I mean, we look at these old action films. Like, let's just move on to just chat about what the fuck ever. Doesn't matter, right? And you look at these old action films that we grew up with, Terminator.
Yeah.
Thankfully, fucking RoboCop got screwed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Predator. And you see the new ones, and you're just like, did you watch the original films? Like, did you even see what was going on?
I know.
I mean, what made the first two, like Predator 2 is, right, it's not better than Predator 1. Like, fucking nowhere near as good. But what made them good is, like, they had this whole subversion of film genre.
Yeah.
And you, like, had this very, very big action scenes, like, which started off in Predator, and suddenly it comes into this fucking survival horror.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then now with Predators, it's just like, what was that? What was that other one? Predators. Yeah, Predators with Adrian Brody.
Oh, yeah, Adrian Brody.
Me. Like,
action guy, really.
I was just fucking I was fucking watching. I was thinking, yeah, Adrian Brody. That's the fucker. Sorry, that's the fucker I want in a Predator film.
Oh no.
And all I could fucking think about was like, dude has a big fucking nose.
I know. The Family Guy joke where that they go to the cinema watching Adrian Brody like a 3D, isn't it? Like the nose just pops out the screen.
Fuck, man. And you had Lois Fishburne. And what was like, I'm here to help you, and like that usual fucking mental bollocks, and he goes, actually, I want you all fucking dead now. Like,
yes,
that was a fucking twist. This dude off his medications. It's turned into fucking Gollum. I'm laughing at my own jokes because I'm so fucking sad. But anyway, and now we got fucking Marvel and Disney fucking running the show.
Oh dear.
See, I liked Alien Covenant. I liked Prometheus. I thought they were actually pretty fun. They were enjoyable films. They added more to
since, but no, carry on. Sorry,
I was going to say they added more to the story of Alien. Like we actually got to enjoy a bit more about what it was all about.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed Prometheus. So I need to rewatch Covenant because it's just been a while.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it as well. But fucking Disney Plus is overly expensive, man. Actually, no, mine's like £4.
Same.
I'm paying less. I don't give a fuck about adverts.
No.
It's like it's like what was it? We were talking about it the other day. Like you got these free streaming sites with adverts, and you're like, wow, we actually have better fucking films.
We get things like Tubi and what's the other one?
There's Pluto.
That's another one. Yeah, there's a Plex.
Plex. Yeah, Plex.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's like, but they have adverts. I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying for it.
Exactly.
Like Pluto at the moment has a South Park channel, and my little princess, she got fucking agitated with me. It's like, what have you been watching, Daddy? South Park without me? You shouldn't be saying that in front of your fucking mother. You know, she doesn't know that you like South Park. South Park's always been good. Like, I'm surprised it's not been cancelled.
I know.
And the irony is, Matt and Trey actually tried to get it cancelled.
What was that? Sorry.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker actually tried to get themselves cancelled.
Yeah.
It didn't fucking work.
I know.
And they were like, do you know why they wanted to get cancelled? Like, it was actually for a good reason. It wasn't just like, to troll people. They wanted to spend time with their families. That was it.
That's understandable.
Exactly, man.
That's why now they're doing these specials so they could get more time off, I guess.
I think it is. And the specials, I quite like the specials, actually.
Yeah, because I think for them, Paramount Plus is kind of a blessing in a way, because that kind of changed.
Oh, yeah.
I guess let's change their contract and make to do these specials, and that way they can do that. So, but as you say, I think they are better.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I think a lot of their commentary, because they've always been very politically commentating, very political, and with their commentary, but they always walk down the middle.
Oh god, yeah.
Which I think is the best thing. And if did you watch the post-COVID special?
Yeah.
And people go, "Oh, they're very pro-vax," but if you watch it and you look at the vaccinated people and how aggressive they are, and how they were willing to stop, they were willing to risk the world because one person wasn't vaccinated.
Yeah, it was taking the piss out of the whole thing. Really, there's no side to it with them. That's what makes South Park just absolutely fucking brilliant.
Oh, I fucking love it. Like I said, I'm surprised it hasn't been cancelled. They tried to cancel. I'm going to be naughty. I'm going to have a cigarette. They tried to cancel. Yeah, that's going to be fucking YouTube fucking album in a minute.
You do that. I'm going to carry on having this drink.
What are you drinking, dude? It looks like whiskey.
Yeah, it is. It's a what was it? Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire.
Sounds good. Oh, is that the one with cinnamon?
Yes. It's pleasant.
Sounds good. I might get myself a bottle of Jack Daniels for our next show. Yeah, fucking wasted while we talk crap.
Yeah, why not?
Even though I tend to like singing country music when I'm fucking cunted, just start blasting country music and singing it really loudly. Do you want to know the most weirdest game tie-in I've ever seen? You've heard Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
That one. There was a PS1 game based on that.
Was there?
Yeah.
Wow.
And rather than going down the survival horror route, which the book's all about, and what the songs are all about, one man trying to survive, it was a fucking driver game. It's like, oh, scary Martians. How should we play this? Driving. And then the worst bit about this game, and I gotta swear, this is the worst bit. You could listen to the music.
Yeah.
That you think that would be the good part, but it was just the music. It was none of the singing or the storytelling.
No.
It was like, seriously, guys. Do you know why people like this? But I can kind of guess why, because the CD is in 2 discs, so they would have to make the game on 2 discs for that short a game. But I'll tell you what. I've been playing The World Is Not Enough, which is James Bond at his fucking best. I like Pierce Brosnan. I think he's a pretty good. I think I prefer Daniel Craig. I don't like Daniel Craig.
No, fair enough.
I don't know. They took a lot of the fun out of the new. It's not Daniel Craig as the actor, obviously.
No.
He's a good actor. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen Layer Cake?
Yeah, I've seen Layer Cake.
That's a fucking fantastic film.
I watched that again recently. It's really good.
I might watch it again tonight, actually. It's the problem with the writers. They got so fucking annoyed by Austin Powers. And now he hammed it all up and made it really, that's so far tongue in cheek. They thought he couldn't do it anymore, so he changed it to this very serious James Bond.
Yeah.
Not the campy one-liners and shit like that.
Mm.
Fuck. Imagine.
But then you get to like the Kingsman films, which kind of reintroduces like the sort of campy side of like the gadgets and such, and that whole sort of like campiness to that's it's sort of that's brought that back, so James Bond could potentially go back to being good.
Yeah, hopefully. Like I've not seen
fucking hell.
I've not seen the new one.
Don't.
Is it that bad?
Yeah.
Casino Royale was all right, but it wasn't James Bond. It was more Mission fucking Impossible.
It was a mix of that and a bit of Jason Bourne, isn't it? Like, especially when it came to Quantum of Solace.
Yeah. It's like, and again,
scenes.
There's another one where the game was better than the fucking film.
Yeah.
And the game's mediocre as fuck.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, this just is. Fucking man, like Jason Bourne, like the first one was really good, and
god, yeah.
And then it kind of got silly.
Yeah.
But then again, it was only meant to be a one-shot deal. A fucking Hollywood, man. Like something makes a lot of money. We need a sequel. Fucking why?
I think it was fine when it was just 3 films, but after that, it just got stupid. Because I accepted, I didn't usually like the second and third, but I grown to like them a bit more. I think I've just always been a big fan of action sequences, and then after a while, I just sort of appreciate, despite the fact I just wasn't a big fan of it at the time, I just grown to like them, sort of thing.
I've still got to see John Wick 4.
You got Netflix?
But, is it on Netflix? I'll have to give it a look.
It's coming on Netflix on 20th.
These are the plot lines to the first 3 John Wick films. Killed my dog.
Yeah.
Lost my house. And lost his job.
Yeah.
That's the fucking plot. He lost his job. And that's what makes it so fun. That's what makes a good fun film. It's just this very loose, very pointless plot line, just lots of action.
And also, you can just watch them like in a row and just feel like just one movie. I found that after I watched them, I was like, you just literally just like watching one big film.
I mean, Cloverfield fucked up the whole sequel thing.
I've only watched the first one myself. I just never got round. Well, after that, I'd still like Cloverfield at the time.
I like Cloverfield. I think it's one of the best found footage films.
Yeah, this is why it's one of the ones I will one day just go back to, because a lot of other people love it. I just think I'll go back to it one day.
I mean, the better one is Apollo 18. Have you seen that?
No, I've heard of it. Never.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's about monsters on the moon, but again, it's found footage.
Yeah.
But it really does look like that, grainy 1980s, 1970s, handheld. They really worked hard on doing it. It made it really good. But yeah, fuck, man. I do like a good found footage. It's just fucking rare that you find a good found footage film.
Yeah.
There's even like Paranormal Activity. The first one's good. First one's fantastic. And then when you get to the fourth one, you're like, you bitch, have you not learned your fucking lesson yet? Yeah. And the Saw films have gone back as well to, what's his name?
Oh, they've made more of them, haven't they, as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought back, what's his name? Because
they fucking needed him.
They need the money, obviously.
But yeah, they needed, what's his name? I want to say Topher Grace, but that's the twat who played Venom.
Tobin Bell?
That's the one.
Yeah.
It's just fun. And yeah, they needed him because he was kind of sympathetic. You're trying to hate this dude, but he's dying of brain cancer. You're like going, I can fucking see his point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Was it Saw? Was it? I know it's the same actor. I think it's one of the Saw sequels. They're trying to make him like in a past sequence, make him younger. They just put a baseball cap on him, and he'll be
yes,
younger.
Hello. All he needed was a skateboard and go, hello, fellow kids.
Hello, fellow kids. Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck. Again, the first Saw film was fantastic. It was gripping, and then the second one added more to the story, and then you start to really kind of feel for Jigsaw at this point, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And by the third one, you go, okay, now it's just going over top gory. I want to know about this dude. I want to know how he's going through. And of course, he ends up dying because reasons.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, this is the woman that's been treating me like shit. If you kill me, you will fucking die. If you kill her, you will fucking die. Well, so the fucking dumbass shoots and kills her.
Yeah.
It's like, did you not listen? Like, the funniest thing about the Saw films is Jigsaw tells them what to fucking do.
Yeah.
It's not even, he's not even vague about it. It's like, don't do this. Okay, let's do it. He told you not to fucking do it. And he had become famous enough so people knew exactly what not to do.
Yeah.
And there's a new Final Destination coming as well.
Oh, really? Oh, I love those films.
Oh, they were good. They were really good. They were over the top gory. They were fun. Did you know there's one CGI part in the first film?
Just one.
There's just one CGI part, yeah. Everything else is practical effects. And you'll never spot it. If you're not told it, you won't spot it.
Oh, really?
It's the airline departures part. You know, when they all go cancel. That's the only CGI. That's the only CGI. All of the CGI in that film is there. So everything else is practical effects, and it shows.
Oh, that's good to know, because I'm thinking of watching them soon. So that'd be good. That's good to know. So just to look, you know, watch it again. Just appreciate it if that is practical.
Everything else is practical effects. I'll tell you what, Final Destination is one of the few horror films that actually made me sort of like, oh, do that. Yeah, you know, that sort of, and that is Stifler's death. The fact it's not a proper decapitation.
Yeah.
Oh, it still makes me cringe. I was an asshole to my little brother though, because we went to flight to America, so. Instead of going to bed, we decided to stay up and watch movies. And the last movie I put on was Final Destination.
Oh, what a plan. Good idea.
He didn't want to go to bed. He didn't want to push your phone. And also, the logs in Final Destination 2 are CGI.
Yeah.
Because the logs don't bounce like that.
I know.
They did want to go practical effects on that. But every time they did it, the logs just went plump on the floor. But I tell you what, though, I love horror films when they use practical effects. It always looks better.
Oh god, yeah. That's why I always prefer like 70s and 80s horror.
Oh yeah.
But there's some modern ones that are like to follow the tradition. I've not watched them yet, but I've heard the Terrifier films, especially a bit like that.
Yeah, again, he wants to do. He's into practical effects,
and he's also not going to sell the rights to any studios because he wants to carry on doing that and pleasing the fans.
Yeah, I haven't watched them yet because I think the thing is, like, everyone talks about how gory they are, and when a film gets too gory for me, it doesn't scare me. It's like I'm just getting out my notebook. I wonder how he did that bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like. In Friday the 13th, #1, and Tom Savini, like absolute legend with practical effects. The one practical effect I could never work out, and I just figured it out like the other day, and I spent years trying. Is Kevin Bacon's death? You know, when he grabs the hand and puts the arrow through his neck.
Oh yeah.
And for ages, I was trying to work out how he did that.
It looks really good.
It does.
But that's one I go back to and trying to figure out how he did it.
Yeah. Tom Savini's a fucking legend, though.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know he did that. I always thought he was an actor because of From Dusk Till Dawn. He played Sex Machine, and he was a fucking great one. I'll tell you what, Stan Winston's missed, though. He was a brilliant practical effects person as well.
Yeah.
he almost
last time he did I don't know if it was practical effects, but it was designing. It was Iron Man.
Yeah, I heard
that was the last one he did. I think
what I believe it was is that a lot of the Iron Man suit was actually real in the first film, but because it wouldn't quite fit a person, the only thing that was sort of like added was, and you can see it nowadays if you watch it, is Robert Downey Jr.'s face.
Yeah,
you can kind of see it now, but he did want to make a proper Iron Man suit, so he wanted, because it looks better, it always does, and CGI fucking ages so poorly.
Oh yeah.
Did you know that Stan Winston cursed fucking Spielberg out? Like, he fucking went mental on him.
No.
Well, basically what happened, well, he didn't, he got really upset because here's the thing. He had made the Alien films, right? He made a Xenomorph, fantastic. And Steven Spielberg went, well, if you can do an 8-foot Xenomorph, the 9-foot Xenomorph, you can do a fucking T-Rex. He's like, fucking what? What? Yeah, you can do a full-size T-Rex. If you're fucking asking for a miracle, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
But he pulled it off in Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the practical effects of a T-Rex were absolutely brilliant. And I'll tell you what, it's one of the few films that the CGI still kind of holds up, even to this day.
Oh, definitely.
That's what? Fuck me, that's 30 years old.
I know.
And the last 3 have been fucking awful.
The last film wasn't even about dinosaurs, about those fucking locusts, whatever it was.
Oh, fuck yeah. These locusts, it's like, I want to see dinosaurs. I'm coming to watch a dinosaur film. I don't want to see fucking bugs. And
the last season that had locusts was fucking awful. And that was Exorcist 2. Why can't they learn from this shit?
I know. Why weren't people buying Raid? There's bugs. Oh no, what should we do? Let's try just a pesticide. Just a normal pesticide. See if that works.
Yeah.
And there's this theory I've come up with films. It's called the Ninja T-Rex theory.
All right.
Right. No, you can try this out. Basically, a film can be very good that something so absolutely implausible happens, but you will miss it for years, and how implausible it is in that scenario, and then taking the film as it is. And this comes from Jurassic Park, when at the end the T-Rex appears, right?
Right.
And throughout the film, when the T-Rex came, we always had this thumping thunder sort of steps. We always heard it coming, but all of a sudden it just appeared.
Yeah.
I mean, how long did it take you to realize that actually wait, where did the T-Rex come from?
Yeah.
And that's why I call it the Ninja T-Rex theory, because if you can get to a film where something that impossible happens, and then you're on your 50th view and you go, wait a minute, how did that actually happen? But yeah, I've fucking Jurassic Park's amazing. The game isn't too bad actually. If it would be better if it had a save state for fucking how long it is.
I had the first Jurassic Park game on the original Game Boy.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I found a glitch on that game. It's like the first glitch I ever found, and it's exactly the same glitch on the Star Wars game for Game Boy as well.
Oh yeah.
When the Triceratops come running down?
Yeah.
I think it's the left-hand corner or the right-hand corner. You just hide there, and he just missed you completely.
Yes. Yeah. That's right.
It's like, I don't think that's meant to happen, but I can get past this level now. I didn't have to do fuck all.
Yeah.
I see. Fucking, it's just fun to see these things happen, and you're like, wow. Because, like Alien 3 on the Super Nintendo is such a fun fucking game. It sort of like goes, there's a plot line to the film, is there? Yeah. Let's throw that in the fucking bin and just say it takes place there. And you get to just kill fucking aliens all day. It's good. But as we talk about, cheesy horror is probably when it's at its best. You know? I mean, yeah, Friday the 13th is my favorite. I love the Friday the 13th series because it is so fucking bad.
Oh no.
Every last one, except the first one, every other one is just so bad. Jason goes to Hollywood, goes to New York. It takes place on a fucking boat.
Oh yeah, because Jason Takes Manhattan.
That's the one.
10 minutes.
And there's meant to be a scene where Jason kicks a dog, but
Kane Hodder didn't want to do it.
No, because it wasn't in Jason's character. I was thinking, dude's a psychopath, but he loves dogs.
He loves dogs, so you know.
That's what makes him a good guy. He loves dogs.
He's an alright guy. Just don't ignore all the murders and decapitations. He likes dogs.
He likes dogs. We can get behind him. Oh, to be fair, he is killing boring, pretentious teenagers. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. I don't have a problem with him.
And then you had Jason X is one of my favorite films.
Oh, a wonderful film. So bad.
It is so very bad. The topless scene doesn't even have nipples.
They just fall off.
Yeah, and it's just so you got your guy from Diagnosis Murders in it, and you got just so much. You can just tell all the actors are just having an absolute fucking blast, knowing how bad the film is. And you can tell that in a lot of these cheesy horrors, just how bad the film is, and because the actors.
They managed to get David Cronenberg in there.
That's true. They did, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
His remake of The Fly is something else, though.
Absolutely. Probably the first one of his films I've ever watched.
I think actually the sequel was the first one of his I watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched the sequel.
Same. I correct. Yeah, actually, that's the same. I watched the sequel first.
And I was watching it. My dad was so fucking loose with rules in his house. He was.
Yeah.
I was like 10 years old. I was watching The Fly 2 and RoboCop with my dad. And I'll never forget. It's like, you know when the elevator squashes the dude?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Dad, that's disgusting. My dad goes, now that's how you know what a fly feels like when you hit it with a newspaper. No, that makes sense. Yeah, like he got me to watch RoboCop, which is fucking fantastic. That's amazing. Again, practical effects.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just love to know what went through Paul Weller. Not Paul Weller, is it?
Paul, I forget his last name.
I always mistake him for that singer. And like I always want to know what he went. How much makeup did he go through to have when they took the mask off? He must have gone through so much. Wow.
Yeah.
And it looks so good and so real.
I know. Amazing.
And with Ed to 209, that was one of the hardest parts to ever film. Because they had to film the whole scene. Then they had to take the film roll and do shot by shot, so with Ed 209 using stop motion in front of it.
Yeah.
And so it was not green screened. It was literally the shot behind it. And it worked so well. It didn't look like, stop motion did at the time with Ray Harryhausen. I remember that name. But Paul, his surname, fuck that.
Yeah. Gone.
Yeah, gone. I like the new Clash of the Titans film. It's all right. But again, it's CGI, so it loses a lot of that charm and magic that
Yeah.
The original one had. Oh, I gotta watch that again as well now. This is what I get.
A while.
That's what I get when I talk to you. It's like, no, I just have a list of films I've got to watch again.
Yeah.
Did you watch that? Got my friend here on Facebook. I'm not going to give him his name, but he's showing off his collection.
Yeah, I've seen some of them. Yeah.
Have you seen Kill List?
I've not seen Kill List. What was the other one that was listed?
There's Ghost Stories.
I've seen that.
Paul Whitehouse. I swear to God, I watched it. Thinking, Martin Freeman, Paul Whitehouse. It's going to be a bit funny. I'm thinking, fuck me, Paul Whitehouse is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
No, he kind of got Kill List is basically it. He got most of it right, but they end up trying to kill this person who is linked to the occult, and shit goes wrong. It's a very funny film too. It's actually got a lot of comedy in it. And the first one I ever watched, Citadel. I must watch that now. I want to see what that's like. It reminds me of Wreck.
Yeah.
The original Wreck, not the American remake.
No.
They don't know how to do foreign films and remakes. They just accept Old Boy. Old Boy is the only one they've managed to turn from the original Korean to American and did it well.
Yeah.
But every other one, they just like The Grudge, The Ring. Oh, fuck, The Ring.
They tried doing that again with The Grudge, didn't they? I never watched the other one, but.
No, I thought they also did a new one with The Ring as well.
Yeah, Rings or something like that. I never saw it, but I remember it being on when I worked at the Odeon.
I watched it. The worst 2 hours of my life.
Well, you didn't watch it because I've never heard that film since.
No one else is talking about it. I think this is the first time we've yeah. And but I think I know why Old Boy worked so well is because it's technically a horror, but it's also very much an action film as well, which the Americans do well. The Yanks do that very well. Brits can do good spy thrillers and shit like you got Layer Cake, you got the James Bond series, and what's the other one? Not Party People, which I watched. That's fun as well, actually. With shit, I'm forgetting actors' names today. He played the Master in Doctor Who.
John Sim?
That's the one. He's in it. And it's basically about a group of guys just being people, and it's just a fun film. And Danny Dyer is in there playing Danny Dyer.
Of course.
He has he has one
on the play.
I'll tell you what, if they did a Danny Dyer film like we did with Nicolas Cage, I would fucking watch it.
Yeah.
It's Danny Dyer as Danny Dyer. Mind you, he was pretty good in.
I was about to say he's pretty good in Severance.
That's the one, yeah. He's pretty good in Severance.
He can be funny. So, as you say, did they do a film with him with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah,
it could actually be pulled off really well.
I reckon he could do it because I think he could do it. Nicolas Cage did it well.
Yeah,
but Nicolas Cage is just fucking Nicolas Cage.
Did you ever see the Bruce Campbell one?
Which one's that one?
My Name is Bruce.
No, I haven't seen that yet, and I try to watch all his films. He's one of the few actors I would actually go out of my way to watch.
It's hard to get, but on DVD or Blu-ray. But if you do find it, it's really worth watching.
I mean, I love Bubba Hotep.
Oh, fantastic!
It is Black JFK. Oh my god! If that came out today, even with that plot line, how he had to change his face.
Oh, that was just problematic. That film.
Yeah. Absolutely problematic. Yeah. Everyone's problematic. We should embrace our problematicities.
Oh god, yeah.
He was in the film with Moonwalk.
Oh, I know talking about Moonwalk.
I think it's Moonwalk. It might be. We're probably wrong. Yeah, with Chekhov.
That's it.
Yeah, that's good too.
Moonwalk.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
in that cheesy science fiction horror film. And there's another. Did you ever see the original look of the Xenomorph?
No, I don't think so.
Let's see if I can bring it up.
Hmm.
Original Xenomorph, because if this is the, I think if I can get it right, because it is so fucking bad.
Hmm.
No, it's not that one. Let's see if I see. This is going to just be do my head in. No, not that word. Here it is. Oh no, it's Dark Star. That's the one I was thinking about, which is meant to be like an alien thing.
Yeah, it's like John Carpenter one, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a fucking bull.
Yeah.
It's just a big fucking bull, man. Like,
Yeah.
how stupid is that?
Hmm.
It reminds me of Stephen King. I'm gonna make corn scary. Oh God, I can't stand Stephen King. His films that I mean, we
It's
knew it.
the one film he ever directed.
Yeah, when he was off his tits on cocaine.
Oh, you ever see the trailer for it?
Yeah,
He'd explain the film. It's just, yeah, it's just high as fuck on it. It's just like, go see my movie.
you always said I could do it better.
I am the master of horror.
Yeah. And like, but they're just bad films. Except again, the first chapter one of it was actually pretty good. But it's not Pennywise isn't scary when you know the story. It's like the kids survive. We know. That's why there's a part two when they're adults. So he's not a fucking threat. But Henry, fuck me. He was good. Henry in it, chapter one, was fantastic. He was creepy and scary, and he was fucking malicious. You know, when he was on screen, even though you knew the kids were going to survive, you always thought, yeah, they're going to change the rules here now.
Yeah.
And then they ruined it with chapter two.
Yeah.
Oh, how bad did they fuck that up?
I know.
Like, we got this really good film, yeah. Now let's fucking ruin it with chapter two.
Yeah.
Like the Joker. First one's fantastic. It didn't even need a sequel, to be honest with you.
It's I don't even watch that sequel. I don't think I will.
I'm probably going to watch it out of fucking. It's just morbid.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to just watch it.
Yeah.
Just to see how bad it really is. But the first one's so good.
I mean, I've looked online. I've seen some spoilers for it already. I'm like, if that's true, what the actual fuck? Because how could you do that? Well, I wouldn't say it obviously, but I'm just thinking if you go and watch it and it is exactly how it's what I've read, then I'm thinking, wow.
Why a fucking musical?
I know.
That's a bit I don't understand. Why make it a musical? Jeez, I can. It's like when when a TV series is getting kind of boring, they just throw in like a musical version for a fucking kid, like Buffy did.
Yeah.
And Scrubs did it as well.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Fucking good TV shows are so hard to come by, and they always finish so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, did you? Dan Versus is no longer on Freevee. Fuck them.
What, Stand Against Evil?
Dan Versus.
Oh, Dan Versus. Yeah, I watched the first episode and it came off. It's like, oh.
You cunts.
Yeah.
But that ended after 3 seasons, and it was so funny.
Yeah.
And do you know what made me laugh about even more? Them cancelling it and people. Chris's wife, Elise, actually is a pretty fantastic character. Her character really grows, and so some spoilers here. And you find out she's like a top secret government agent. Like, she's an inventor. She's basically that strong woman everyone wants to show off.
Yeah.
But she's got to deal with these 2 fucking idiots all the time. So, like, but they make her character like she's not this I'm strong woman, She's actually a likable character. She likes Dan in that sort of way that she has to like him, and she loves her husband.
Yeah.
So she's actually a fantastic character, even though she's like this complete fucking badass.
Yeah.
But that's probably why it got cancelled, because she was actually a relatable badass, not a strong woman.
Yeah, of course. Not the crap they pull down their throats these days.
Oh fuck! Look, what was it? That last Terminator film?
Dork Fate, whatever it's called.
Yeah, where John Connor dies at the start.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. Because that means none of it happened. Terminator 3 couldn't happen. And then, of course, it just causes a massive paradox in the storyline.
Yeah.
And again, you had to have strong women involved. But Sarah Connor is a badass.
Yeah.
They didn't have to kill. They shouldn't have killed her off for Terminator 3, in my opinion.
Yeah. Should have kept it that way.
Yeah. It's like when you watch Highlander. Look, that's Highlander. Is there any others? No. No, we're going to watch all the Terminator films. There's only 2. Yeah, there's only 2.
Okay. What about the one where they're actually aliens? Get them out of here.
Go. Leave. Go away.
Back in the end.
I mean, even the bad Alien films are fun. Alien Resurrection is absolute trash, but it's fun.
Because in that one, she's a clone because she got killed number 3.
Yeah.
She had the alien inside her the whole time, didn't she? I haven't seen it for a very long time, so I'm just trying to remember.
No, she never had the alien inside. She had the alien inside her, and they cloned the alien with her. They managed to remove it, didn't they?
That's it, yeah.
And then you got Brad Dourif being Brad Dourif right at the start.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, what's down this hole, which I just saw these aliens go down. That could happen now. And it's just so. And like the dude pulls out a piece of his own fucking brain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my brain. It's like, this is just so bad and cheesy, but I can't look away.
I have to watch those again. Just like I always stop after Aliens, but I think I need to watch them again just for the entertainment value.
Alien 3 is like, I'm sort of the same. Like, I'll watch Alien and I'll watch Aliens and I'll put Alien 3 on. I'll be like, yeah, this no.
Yeah.
And you could tell how badly the fucking studio botched that shit up.
Oh god, yeah, because it's not certainly wasn't Finch's fault.
It wasn't, but he got a lot of stick for it, unfortunately. It wasn't his fault. It's like this, you could tell the studio were trying to do something and just fucked it up.
Yeah.
And then Alien Resurrection came out, written by Joss Whedon. You can tell.
Yeah, it shows.
And then you got Alien Covenant, which is fun. And again, it's sort of like it adds so much to the Alien franchise. And then you had Alien. I haven't seen Romulus yet. I want to see it.
No, I haven't seen it yet either. I've heard mixed stuff about it, but sounds like they use practical effects again, though.
That's good then. That's good.
Yeah, it's from the guy who did the 2013 Evil Dead.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen the new Evil Dead film yet. Evil Dead Rise.
It's all right.
Is it all right?
Yeah, I saw it at the cinema. I was managed to catch it when it was on, and yeah, it was pretty good.
Let's be honest with you. We only worked at the cinema so we could watch movies for free.
God, yeah.
It wasn't the pay. It fucking wasn't the pay.
Wasn't the pay.
And to be fair, we get to watch free movies, but every fucking one. I watched the new Rampage film. Rampage, yeah. With The Rock playing the.
Oh, yeah,
He's another guy. He just plays himself. The Rock is The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so fun. And I think critics don't know what fun is. That's the problem. Critics don't know what fun is. How dare you?
I went to see that one at cinema, and I have to say, compared to the recent Kongs and Godzillas, well, except Godzilla -1, but
that's good.
That was good, wasn't it? I just found Rampage just absolute fucking fun.
Yeah.
that is what I want from those films. I just didn't get that.
No,
Although
I mean,
Kong Skull Island did have the Did you watch that?
yeah, I did.
Remember that one scene that resembled a certain scene from
Cannibal Holocaust.
You know what I'll say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I know? Something really cool about that?
What's that?
The director actually admitted that was a homage to Cannibal Holocaust.
Nice. It's
I
just
like.
like, wow.
I did like Godzilla versus King Kong, the new one, because that's exactly what we wanted to see. Just
the latest one.
no, not X Empire.
Because I've not seen that yet, but I've seen the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see Godzilla go ham on King Kong.
Absolutely.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
I have to watch the new one though because Talia wants to watch it. She loves big monster movies, you know.
Oh, I get that.
I took her to see King Kong Skull Island,
Oh,
even
really?
with that scene, and she fucking loved it, you know. And she wanted to see.
It was still a 12A, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she likes the Planet. She likes the Planet of the Apes movies as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I want to show her the old Charlton Heston ones.
Yeah,
but she does like the new ones, and I didn't want her to watch War for the Planet. One I actually happen to have somewhere on my fucking shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me have a quick look. Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that one because she's also an autist like us, and she gets very attached to characters.
Yeah.
And of course, Caesar dies at the end.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to get a little heartbroken. You know?
No, fair enough.
Same with like. Do you read comics?
Sometimes, not often.
There was a very good Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic that came out called The Last Ronin. And pardon?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, Talia wants to read it because she loves the turtles. And I said no because this isn't really a big spoiler, but Raphael dies right at the start, and that's her favorite turtle.
Ah.
And shit, the ending makes me cry. Oh fuck me! Like the ending of that book is fantastic. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's gone down the fucking pan.
Yeah, there was a Netflix thing, wasn't there? Was it Netflix or was it? I know it came out the cinema, didn't it?
There's a cinema and Netflix have a series.
That's why I get confused with it. But I know it wasn't. It's produced by what's his fucking name?
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
If I see him attached to anything, I'm like, no, I'm just going to avoid this.
But then he produced something like The Boys, and I think, what the fuck?
Well, producers don't really do that fucking much.
I know, but then if I just saw that firsthand, I saw his name, I'd just be put off entirely by that. I know you actually say that you no involvement much. Just a cameo.
Yeah, speaking about from your producer, but saying your producers don't do shit. I shouldn't have said that. Well, I mean, there's a lot more paperwork and bollocks involved.
Oh yeah. But we're talking Seth Rogen, so he's
probably just getting fucking high and getting paid.
Yeah. I read money. So
it's like I'm not having kids. Oh, it's like okay, fine. What the fuck?
The world will be a better place.
Yeah, good. Don't press on your genes. We're happy if you don't do that.
Good.
I think the problem. I think one of the problems with cinema at the moment is like it's just got no originality. Like, and if they do have originality, they're too fucking scared because they might offend someone.
I know.
Because you've seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, classic fucking film.
Yeah.
With George Peppard.
George Peppard, yeah.
Yeah. Hannibal from the A-Team is in Breakfast at Tiffany's. And of course, now, apart from being a fantastic film with Audrey Hepburn, who in real life was a fucking badass. Like, but you know how people talk about Christopher Lee?
Yeah.
She was almost as badass. She used to run documents for the resistance during World War II.
Oh, really?
And she got stopped by the Nazis. But one time she got stopped, they were saying, well, they're going, we want to see what you got in your basket. Because I've only just got flowers in there. And look at me, I'm just a poor Dutch girl. I just got flowers. And they sent her on. She was a fucking spy during World War II. She's an absolute badass. But yeah, it's great. And the thing is, if we talk about Breakfast at Tiffany's now, everyone's going to talk about Mickey Rooney.
Oh, God.
And his very racist Asian stereotype. Fuck the rest of the film, which is fantastic. But yeah, we got to talk about the racist part, not the rest of the film. Even though it's completely different time, and it's a comedy.
Yeah.
And I don't think
to realize is that it's from a different time. And what was it? I think it was like the Looney Tunes like DVD box set. There was it was one of those ones. It was either that or Tom and Jerry. It's one of those studios, MGM or Warner Brothers.
It was the Looney Tunes one.
What's that?
It is the Looney Tunes one because
it was Looney Tunes, yeah, because they released some warnings saying that this is from the time.
Yeah,
we're leaving it as it is because we don't believe in censorship, but just a warning. This is how it was at the time. Basically, it's not,
And the thing is, Speedy Gonzales is a fucking icon in Mexico.
Yeah,
fucking love him.
Yeah, I know.
It's just so fucking stupid, to be honest with you. I like when they want to sort of like to warn. Like, did you see that poster outside of a theater about Romeo and Juliet?
No.
Contains suicide. Congratulations, you just ruined the fucking ending.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, there's the Hole as well. That's got an interesting story to it. And it's really random because it's about British law. Keira Knightley goes topless in it.
Right.
But when it was filmed, she was 15.
Oh.
But because of British law, they had to hold off distributing it until she was 16.
But they filmed it when she was 15, right?
Yeah, they filmed it when she was 15.
Surely that's still shot on film or whatever it was. She's still 15.
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense.
And that's another damn good film with Dora.
What film's that, sorry?
The Hole.
The Hole.
Yeah. If you Google it, you're probably going to get the other version, but you got to put horror.
Yeah.
It's made by Pathé, who made great horror films. Like Dog Soldiers.
Oh, I've got the Blu-ray of that.
Such a good film.
Yeah.
John Pertwee. No, not Sean Pertwee at his best. I still got one of my favourite movie lines in it. If you see Little Red Riding Hood with a bazooka and a bad attitude, I expect you to chin the bitch.
Yeah.
He's another underrated actor.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't even realise he was actually related to John Pertwee.
I didn't either until.
Yeah. But now he's getting old. You can kind of see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And he looks exactly like that American fella. He's in Mission Impossible too.
I know you mean, yeah.
Yeah, he looks exactly like him. For years I thought Sean Pertwee was in Mission Impossible. Pardon?
Thought it was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Keira Knightley and Natalie Portman look alike as well.
Yeah.
To the point during the Phantom Menace.
I was about to say.
Yeah, the parents couldn't tell them. Maybe they got swapped, and actually, it's only been Natalie Portman who was in. It was Keira Knightley in for all this time.
Yeah.
Oh god, the Disney movies, the fucking Marvel films have got absolute gobshite.
Oh my god. I can't believe they just don't do what Warner Brothers done. They just do it like a tax write-off or something. If they're so embarrassed by it.
God, they are just bad.
They've still got this Ironheart film.
Oh, fuck, with Riri Williams.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Fuck.
I don't even know. I guess it's spun off from one of the shows they've done. I've not.
Ironheart is someone who was meant to replace Iron Man in the comics.
Of course.
Except they can't write that sort of person.
No.
They try to make the teacher look like an asshole because she was trying to be offended by something. And the teacher was just doing everything she can to say, look, you're just doing this wrong in that. And they're trying to make the teacher, but the teacher was making excellent points. You know?
Yeah.
And even calls her out saying, you're just looking to be offended. It's like, yeah, I think you kind of missed the point. And yeah, God, she's this like absolute genius. And she made her own Iron Man suit in her garage.
Yeah.
You know? Tony Stark literally had to have his weapons available to him to make the Iron Man suit. But she can make it in a garage.
Yeah. So I remember the whole thing of like Jeff Bridges' character, the first one, saying, "You do a bunch of scraps," but I should say it's his sort of scrap. Like, he has his weapons and stuff.
Yeah,
more than what she had in a bloody garage.
Yeah, you know it's just gonna fucking suck. That's the problem. It's not even that it's we're racist and misogynist because it's a black girl. Like, no, we know it's gonna suck because Disney can't write this shit.
Exactly.
Because if you think about it, right? Because I think the Marvel universe is actually a very, very good way of showing how much Disney has changed and how they've written. Think about it, right? Nick Fury in the comics is a white dude.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson is was fantastic up until Secret War as Nick Fury. No one complained.
Not go around to that one.
It's fucking awful. Mind you, to be fair, the comic is based on is also fucking awful. It's not like they had a lot to work with here.
Oh.
But like I said, no one complained about Samuel L. Jackson being Nick Fury, even though it's a race swap.
No.
Because no one made a big deal about it. Like, we now have a black Iron Man. It's like, we now have a black Nick Fury. It's like Samuel L. Jackson is Nick Fury. It's like, well, and we see him on screen right at the end of Iron Man, and he's an absolute badass.
Exactly.
That's when they could write the stuff, and now they just go, strong woman. Okay.
I think helps as well is casting. Everyone knows Samuel L. Jackson, and just like there we go, works.
Yeah. Honestly, when I first heard it was him, I kind of couldn't see him as Nick Fury because we got Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
But he does have some acting chops, even when he doesn't have to say motherfucker all the time. Because he's in Jurassic Park.
That's true.
And he's a very timid sort of guy. Yeah. He's not the usual Samuel L. Jackson we see.
No, that's right.
What else is he in? He's in a couple of good films.
Unbreakable.
Mm-hmm. Again, he plays a completely different character.
I was going to say, I think he's different to what he usually plays.
Yeah. And Snakes on the Plane is so fucking great. I love that film. Like, you gotta admit, they have to be smoking something at that time.
Oh, yeah.
What shall we do?
My granddad once asked, like, we're going through the channel, like, it was on. Snakes on a Plane came up. I was like, what's that about?
Snakes on a Plane. And that's what made it so good. It's like, it didn't fucking bullshit you with anything. It's Snakes on a Plane. What's it about? Snakes on the Plane. That works. It's like that weird scene in... you've seen Anaconda, haven't you?
Yeah.
That weird-ass scene, for some reason, is in reverse. Because you see the waterfall in the background, it's going up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which means they had to do that deliberately because the boat was going forward. You know? They actually had to do that scene deliberately. The boat going backwards and everything. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another great cheesy film. fuck, man. I love the Sci-Fi Channel so much. I do. It's like, what's on? Sharknado. Is it good? No. What's it about? A tornado full of sharks. Sounds awesome. Let's watch.
Oh, there's one I watched recently. It's a sci-fi one. Ice sharks.
Oh yeah.
And it's just they're literally middle of nowhere, ice. Suddenly there's sharks, of course, and it's just there's nothing much more to say on that one. There's no plot, but it was so entertaining.
It's like I finally watched that. It's fucking Samurai Priest Vampire Hunter.
Oh,
I had to watch it.
yeah,
you see a name like that, you go, I have to watch that film.
yeah,
It's just so bad.
yeah.
Really go. If you get the chance, you gotta watch it, man. It's just so horrid, but it's so fucking entertaining.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think a lot of critics don't understand what fun is.
Yeah.
Like, remember, Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah.
Absolute classic nowadays, right?
Hmm.
Was fucking slated by critics.
Oh yeah.
I watched it because the hospital gave me a day release. They had to, because I don't like hospitals. I mean, I have to stay in for a long time. I gotta fucking get out.
Yeah.
I end up like the nurses worry about me. Like, it'll be midnight in the hospital, and I'm just fucking somewhere down the hospital, not in my bed, just wandering around in my fucking drip. It's like, where have you been? I got bored, so I went to get something to eat. Did you go to the vending machine on this floor? No, I went to the ground floor and went there. You know that took you ages. Yep, that was the fucking point. Yeah, I literally, it's so fun. Like, in my notes, it actually says if he stays for more than 2 weeks, you can't give him a day out. Because I get so fucking cooped up. I fucking hate it. Like, when I was last in Belfast Hospital, when I, what did I do? I was fucking ill. I ended up going into Belfast to buy a PSP.
All right.
It's like, I'm going out. It's like, when your bed will go, I don't fucking care. I'm going out. And it's like, you can't. You're still sick. I went, look, I'm going out, whether you like it or fucking not.
Yeah.
And so the doctor went, let him go out. He has to be back by this time.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Still well enough. Why not?
Well, I wasn't. That's the thing. They know I don't like being cooped up in hospitals.
Yeah.
I ended up going fucking doolally.
But it makes you personally feel better than you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just walked out and got a PSP and came back.
Well, at least you're not bored anymore.
I was discharged the next day.
No. It's one of those situations you want to know, were you, at the time? Like,
No.
yeah.
But yeah, man. And like, when I was in the children's hospital, I gotta say this, man. Me and my friend, we got Resident Evil series banned. Because every time we played it, our blood pressure shot up. The doctor actually had to come and go, we're banning Resident Evil from this ward. This is a children's ward, for fuck's sake. And we were playing Resident Evil. I was watching horror movies late at night. Everyone was asleep. We've been watching Disney all day, and I'm sitting there watching fucking Virus and Aliens. Oh, fuck, man. What was the first horror film you remember watching?
The first one?
I
think my first horror film was Critters.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is one of the few actual boxes I have.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got it in a charity shop for like £1.
That's
like, all
great.
4 fucking discs. Case is busted though, because I watched it so much.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we're kidding, weren't you?
But again, they're just so cheesy and so much fun. and the girl has big tits, which helps.
It's coming out on Blu-ray in December.
Oh fuck! I gotta get that. I'm gonna get Talia to watch that.
Arrow's videos doing it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get my little girl to watch that before Gremlins.
Do it. To be honest, I think Gremlins is a darker film anyway. So
it is. Except no Gremlins 2 isn't though.
No, that's definitely not. But Gremlins 1, like the whole thing, like Phoebe Cates talking about her father gets stuck in the chimneys dressed as Father Christmas and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And when I watched that as a kid, obviously that flew past me. You watching Gremlins with the Gremlins, aren't you? And Gizmo business. Watching it now, like fucking hell, it's a dark movie. Like the kids, like the mother of the kid is like outside Mrs. Deagle, what the name is, and class is like, "Oh, I'm hungry." It's like, you know what our sons are for, don't you? And I think that is so dark.
Yeah, she's such a nasty bitch.
Yeah, and Critters is cheerful in comparison. Like it's just, it's gory a little bit, you know, not gory, but a little bit bloody, I suppose. But,
it's a lot more violent, yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
It's just so much more lighthearted.
Lighthearted film comparison.
Yeah. I tell you what though, and I tell you what, Gremlins 2, I think, had a lot of studio interference. But I think Christopher Columbus, he's the one who directed it, wasn't it?
No, it's Joe Dante.
Oh yeah, it was Joe Dante, yeah. I think he listened, but he did exactly what they said in a way they didn't want it done. Because if you think about it, you got the Hulk Hogan cameo, you have the silly Triffids things and all this really daftness, which you could see that they wanted to appeal to children.
Yeah.
But the way he'd done it was to sort of like appease it, but just rip the piss. Gremlins 2 is just an absolute funny comedy.
Yeah.
You know? And you got the brainy one who was brilliant. Yes. And of course you had the guy from the Munsters in it.
Oh yeah.
And you can kind of see, I watch it, I'm thinking, this is when the director listens to the studio interference, but goes, do you know what? We'll do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even the fucking bat signal in it. When the bat gremlin flies through the
leaves the bat, yeah. An exact shape line of the. Oh, that's great.
And we need a female gremlin, and she's so fucking tarty and horny all the time. You know? And she's the only one that survives.
Yeah.
Because she was off banging some dude.
Yeah.
I just think it's, oh god, I miss films like that. I mean, look at the last two fucking Indiana Jones films.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I mean, I like the Crystal Skull. It's a fun adventure film. It's all it's meant to be. Fuck it. I don't care. I don't care about aliens. That didn't bother me. But the latest one, the Dial of Destiny.
Oh god, fucking awful.
And you're just thinking, dude, just retire. You must have been made a mint on what you've done. Just retire.
But no, he's now going to be Red Hulk.
Red Hulk's an old character anyway. Like, Red Hulk's been there for ages.
Oh, yeah, because it was meant to be William Hurt.
Yeah.
In the films, I mean. Like, it was meant to be played by him, but obviously he passed.
Yeah.
So, he got taken over by Harrison Ford, who's,
I think Harrison Ford, right, he's a damn good actor. He is. He's fantastic. But everyone also always goes straight to, Han Solo, Indiana Jones. But his best stuff is Witness, the Tom Clancy's films, Clear and Present Danger and Patriot Games.
Patriot Games, yeah.
With Sean Bean.
That was a good film.
Do you think that might be the first film that Sean Bean died in? This is where it all started.
Where it began, yeah.
But he's really...
Air Force One's another good one.
That's a fun... He's really good in those roles. I think he's better in those roles than he's in the Indiana Jones or Han Solo.
Yeah.
Jack Ryan, he plays brilliantly.
Yeah.
Patriot Games is one of my favorite films. Clear and Present Danger is also fantastic. And surprisingly, when again with Jack Ryan, he's another character that's been played by several actors.
Yeah.
All in the same series. Ben Affleck did a damn good job of him as well, surprisingly, in Some of All Fears.
Yeah.
That's a damn good film. Fucking, have you seen it?
Yeah, a long time ago, but I remember it being better than the recent one they did. Not the series, I never saw that, but recent film.
Yeah.
With what's his blood? Chris Pine.
Oh, I can't see him as Jack Ryan.
He did it.
I can't see him.
No, he did play. No.
Chris Pine's too funny.
Yeah.
Jack Ryan's a very sensible, down to earth kind of guy. He does what's needed when it needs to be done.
Oh yeah, that film failed miserably.
I bet it did, because I never heard of it, and I'm a Tom Clancy fan. But yeah, and I think he's fantastic. Harrison Ford plays those roles so well. He does. But everyone remembers him as Indiana Jones and Han Solo.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Han Solo was his big breakout role, though he had worked with George Lucas prior in American Graffiti, and he was in Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Again, he plays Pardon?
Did you know? I found out this recently. Apocalypse Now. Everyone that Kurtz had a different name because Marlon Brando didn't like the name Kurtz. He had this other name, and everyone who says that name is dubbed saying Kurtz instead.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, you look closely. They're definitely mouthing something else, not Kurtz.
Yeah,
I've learned that recently, and I saw a clip of it. And
that's quite cool.
In particular, Harrison Ford. I was like, oh yeah.
See, I always thought it was just bad dubbing. I didn't, bad editing. I actually never knew that. So that's kind of cool.
They never reshot it because it's all basically completely dubbed because they did all this before Brando turned up. So
yeah, Marlon Brando's last role was the Transformers movie. No, that's not. That's Orson Welles' last role.
Orson Welles'
last role was the Transformers film. And Raul Julia's last role was a Street Fighter film.
Street Fighter. Oh.
He didn't care that it was bad. Do you know why he did it?
For his kids, was it? Or...
I think it was of his kids or his grandkids. They like Street Fighter. Same with Gene Hackman. It was because his kids like Mario. That's why he was in the Mario film.
Really?
Yeah. And Bob Hoskins only did it for the paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah, because him and what's his name played Luigi, just were drunk throughout the whole thing, weren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, John Lascumi.
That's it.
Yeah, whatever his name is. He's a bit of a douche at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, he was good in John. He's a good actor. But he acts like a twat. I'm like, have you seen The Jerk? Not The Jerk. Is it The Jerk? I'm trying not to confuse it with a Steve Martin film.
I was going to say, The Jerk's a Steve Martin film. Is it a recent film?
It's not that recent. It's a 90s film. You can tell it's a very 90s film.
Oh, okay.
And you know how he talks about racism and how people shouldn't play other races, etc., etc., etc.
Right.
He does a Mickey Rooney in that from Breakfast at Tiffany. And I'm like, dude, you're a fucking hypocrite, man. Like, you did it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, he's a good actor. I can't complain. He was good in Ice Age.
Oh yeah.
I think he's great in Spawn.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I love Spawn. That's a fantastic film. Again, it's so bad. It's so cheesy. And the CGI just sucks, even for the time.
Yeah.
And Bob Hoskins, Bob Hoskins is going to be missed.
Yeah.
A little, like, he was great in Roger Rabbit. Did you know the book that the sequel to the book that film was based on isn't a sequel to the book? It's actually a sequel to the film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they made load of changes. Have you read the book?
No.
If you ever get the chance, read it. It's fantastic. It's fucking dark too.
Really?
Oh yeah, darker than what? Yeah, really dark. Like you find, like Roger Rabbit is actually dead at the start, but like Toons have this way of replicating themselves for stunts, so they don't die.
Right.
And it's his replication that goes through the book. And it's who killed Roger Rabbit. It's about who actually killed Roger Rabbit himself, and it gets really dark in it. It's like a proper crime thriller with cartoon characters.
Yeah.
And the good last the long Good Friday. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Fantastic film. Almost didn't get distributed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No studio wanted to touch it at all.
Yeah.
And in the end, Bob Hoskins, what's her name?
Helen Mirren?
That's the one. Charlie from Casualty, he's in it as well. And I don't know if Pierce Brosnan did it, but several of the actors. Yeah, he's in the film.
First role, yeah.
Yeah. And probably one of the first gay kisses in cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah. They brought the rights to the film and distributed it themselves. Because they loved making the film. It was fantastic. So they did it themselves.
Yeah.
I think it's a great way to do it. Yeah, Pierce Brosnan's first major film was Long Good Friday. And he doesn't say a word.
No.
I love the ending. I do.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what happens next.
No.
And no, if that gets remade now, you know they're going to do a sequel to explain what happens, rather than leaving it ambiguous. You know? Yeah, first gay kiss. That must be one of the first gay kisses in the film. But then again, even though it has that, it would probably get complaints because Bob Hoskins says, you know how bitchy these queens get. Very homophobic, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic. Oh God, I love that film. My stepdad actually showed me that film. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, we were going to watch the film. He goes, why didn't you watch this one? And it's like, we sat down and watched it. Absolutely brilliant. And it's still one of my favorite films to this day.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. And the Batmobile's in it.
Batmobile?
Yeah.
That's what I thought you said.
The Batmobile's in it. It's painted yellow, by the way.
Oh.
One of the cars that get wrecked in that Destruction Derby thing.
Oh yeah.
The Batmobile's in it from Adam West's Batman.
I need to watch that again soon. I did not
Just
realize.
to see if you can spot the Batmobile.
Yeah. It's just a good film to watch again anyway.
Oh, damn right. I think it's brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant film.
And it's like, it keeps you on the edge all along, and you just see, I forget his name, Bob Hoskins' character just get worse and worse as things just fall apart for him.
Yeah.
You know? And of course, it also takes time during the troubles in Northern Ireland as well.
Yeah.
So you can understand this very political thing where, you know, the IRA want to make money and how they're making money. You know? Oh, such a good... Brits do gangster films the best, I think. I think we do the best ones.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, you've got The Limey, which is really good, with Terence Stamp.
Terence Stamp and Peter Fonda as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have Layer Cake, which you've mentioned before, which is so good. Yeah. I'll tell you what's fun about that one. If you watch the credits, Daniel Craig's name, his character has 4 X's by it.
Yes.
Because he never gets such a good film. And of course, you've got Lock, Stock, and Snatch.
Get Carter.
Get Carter, the original Get Carter.
The original, yeah. Well, there's only one film.
Yeah, there is only one film. They never remade that with
Remade that. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Get Carter again, fantastic film. No one's a good guy, and then everyone gets fucking off at the end.
Yeah.
And anything with Michael Caine in it, the Italian Job.
Absolutely brilliant.
I reckon the new Italian Job film, which they did with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
They should have not called it The Italian Job.
Yeah, because it's a good film in its own right, but not as a remake. Yeah, I get that. Standalone film, fun.
Yeah. Comparing it to the original, nah.
Yeah, exactly.
God, I've got to watch some more British gangster films again.
Oh, there's some on. Might be on some of the streaming services you talk about, the free ones.
I think there are actually.
Still Kill the Old Way. Have you heard of those?
Oh yeah.
And You Still Steal the Old Way, I think it's called.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, they're both really good. Like proper good British gangster films. I've watched them quite a few times now. I just discovered it one day and watched it and I thought, wow, that's really good.
And you got Football Factory, which is not really a gangster film, but more of a hooligan film.
Hooligan one, isn't it? Yeah. I remember that. Danny Dyer, is it?
Oh yeah, Danny Dyer again, playing Danny Dyer. But Green Street with Elijah Wood.
I never saw that.
Oh, it's so good. Fantastic film. And one at the station they put for, I think it's near Marlborough.
Oh, yeah.
Is Westbury Station. I was looking at it and I was watching it and I went, that's Westbury fucking Station, that is. And my ex at the time said, how do you know? And there's the phone box. That's where it would say Westbury. There's the fucking quarry line, you know, from the Westbury Quarry. Yeah. It's fucking Westbury Station. There's the White House opposite the station. But yeah, that's a really. I'll tell you what, Elijah Wood. I'm glad Elijah Wood still gets work doing whatever he wants. He hasn't been sort of nailed down to Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
I think
he produces films as well, doesn't he? Because he produced was it Mandy with Nicolas Cage and a few films like that. A lot of weird horror films and
he did that remake as well, didn't he?
Maniac.
Yeah,
that was good.
I was going to say Mannequin, but to be fair, that would have made Mannequin a better film.
Stuff.
It would have made Mannequin a better film.
Yeah.
And he's in Sin City.
That's right.
And again, he does his role so well.
He's the yellow bastard, is it? Was it?
Yeah,
that one?
No, Sin City. He's not the yellow bastard. He's the cannibal.
The cannibal.
Yeah, Marge cuts up. But never says a word.
Yeah.
And he was so nasty. He just looked so nasty and he played it so well.
It's like, because Mickey Rourke's going after him, isn't he?
Yeah.
And
fuck.
He goes to that place where he his layer with the heads and that. I thought, oh, geez.
Yeah.
And where he leaves and just chops it apart. I think, fucking hell.
He even got the girl to watch him eat her fingers off her own hand.
Yeah.
Oh god, you could just imagine having to watch that. But he did it so well. He's like I find a lot of these more diverse actors, using the dirty word diverse. But you know what I mean? Like people they never get the recommendation or anything what they deserve. They never do. It's not until an actor tends to get typecast when they really get their recommendation. If you take a look at Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's a fantastic actor. I mean, he's done some great roles. But ever since Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, all he's ever seemed to play is some sort of drunkard drug taker. And of course, that got worse with Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because if you see he's in Platoon.
Yeah.
And of course, Friday the 13th.
Nightmare
on Elm Street. He's a damn good actor, but he only is ever going to be remembered for this drunken antic sort of dude.
Yeah.
The same with Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant can play a fantastic role. Outside of that love interest, he's great in Paddington 2. We're talking about horror films. Let's just talk about Paddington 2 because of course.
Hugh Grant seems to have seen a comeback lately because he He's been in a couple of Guy Ritchie films.
Yeah.
Being a bit of sort of against type, and he's got a horror film coming out.
Yeah. Again, Robin Williams was an absolutely fantastic actor.
Yeah.
If you watch 1 Hour Photo,
I was about to say 1 Hour Photo, yeah.
I tell you
And Insomnia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does those roles so well.
Yeah.
Do you know the reason why Rick Mayall's character was cut from Harry Potter?
I don't know why he was cut.
Because I do.
Yeah.
Because he kept fucking around.
Because I know he just kept making the cast laugh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this because they just couldn't actually.
They couldn't control him.
Yeah.
It's Rick Mayall. Of course, you're not going to fucking control him.
Of course not.
And,
like a male.
and I love the fact he still got paid.
Yes.
He got paid his full contract for all the films he was meant to be in.
Yeah.
He said it's the easiest job he's ever had to do in his life.
Hmm.
Oh fuck! He's another guy who's going to be. I've always thought his death was highly suspicious though, because he's anti-authoritarian. He's kind of right wing and very anti-authoritarian.
Yeah, yeah.
And I always thought he got kind of suspicious because he was healthy. I tell you, I love the fact that this shows you how different we are from the past, from modern people. Yeah, if you watch Bottom Live, which of course you do.
Of course.
Since his ATV, his quad bike accident.
Yeah.
There's always a joke in about the accident.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that he's talking about it and you just see Aid Edmondson showing like he's cutting the brake light.
Yeah.
I think we grew up in the best time for comedy because no one gave a fuck.
Nah, that's right.
And now everyone has to be tiptoe around everything. Faulty Towers, that will never get made again.
Nah. John Cleese keeps saying, "Oh, they're trying to revive it or something."
Yeah, but he won't.
It's not going to be good
he won't allow it, and nor will his ex-wife, who played the maid.
That's right.
They won't allow it, and Andrew Saxon says he won't allow it either. But because they sort of owned it, like Monty Python, they owned it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like if you made something like that, you owned the rights to everything. It wasn't owned by the studio; it was owned by the people who created it.
That's it.
And
that's what I was trying to say. He was trying to revive it without BBC. It was a BBC initially, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to. He said about last year about reviving it, not with the BBC, but with someone else. And I was like, even then, he just can't do it.
No.
No matter how hard he's going to try, it won't be as good as the original was.
Because I can't see John Cleese dialing it back.
Nah.
He's very forward about what he says. Same with Rowan Atkinson. They're very forward about what they say and what they do.
Yeah.
Even though Rowan Atkinson's more famous for saying fuck all. Oh god. But he's a good actor as well, actually. I actually quite like him in anything he's in.
Yeah.
Blackadder being the best.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh god. That's
role.
Yeah, that's a fantastic film or series. I love that. I always liked Baldrick though. I always felt sorry for Baldrick. Because Tony Robinson's another damn good actor.
Oh yeah.
He even wrote the Maid Marian series.
Yeah.
That was on BritBox a while ago. I watched all of it. And again, that stuff was dark. It's weird. Like, what happened?
Yeah, I know.
Man, there's actually one of those jokes and I only got recently. He goes, so you were in the prison today? Yeah, what were the hours like? Torture. Oh, yeah. And the pay? Murder. It's like, shit, they're not going to get away with that nowadays.
No.
And of course, we had Animals of Farthingwood.
Yeah.
I do mourn for our children and our society at the moment because everything is so, what do you call it? Watered down?
I got brain rot these days, but but definitely watered down. There's some really dumb shit out there these days. Like, I probably get the name wrong because I've only heard of it recently. Like Skibbity Toilet or something like that.
Oh,
It's some stupid YouTube thing.
I've watched it, obviously, little girl. Honestly, I think the problem is the guy can sing, like he can scat, like with no problem, but it's been attached to his fucking toilet bollocks.
Yeah,
and I think he did that because he needed it to go viral. He needed to make the money as a musician. But I don't. But you're right; it's absolute crap. It's just a shame that the dude can actually sing. And then you got like modern horror as well. I mean, we've had some good ones, haven't we?
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's trite. That's kind of cool. Which ones have you been watching lately with the newish stuff?
Newest, well.
Let's say this century. Let's say this century.
This century. For the last 20 years or so, I say like well, I've been watching, like, I know what you did last summer. I was still 90, so I guess things like Freddy vs. Jason, but I think that's more of a comedy sort of thing than yeah. In terms of proper horror, I don't know really. Like I love the 2013 Evil Dead.
Well, that was good actually.
Yeah,
that was good. I wanted the sequel to that so badly.
Yeah,
because obviously they fucking
got that. I wish Rise was that film, but it wasn't meant to be.
No, because of course we had Bruce Campbell at the end of that one. That was so good. Again, it was a good homage to Evil Dead. It didn't tread on anyone's toes who liked the film. It was there to appease the fans.
Yeah.
And it was a good film.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what, this very controversial take. I actually like the Friday the 13th remake and the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I think
I like the Friday, but not Nightmare.
I'll tell you what I think the problem with Nightmare on Elm Street one is that it was a straight up horror.
Yeah.
Freddy wasn't his rise-cracking comedic self. He was a horror villain through and through.
Yeah.
And I think that's what... And who was it? He's the guy who played Rorschach as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
He did such a good job being that nasty bastard. You know?
Yeah.
And I just think because there was such a change to Freddy's character, that's what a lot of people didn't like about it.
Yeah.
I also think they fucking ruined the ending as well.
Yeah.
I think they should have left it ambiguous or straight up that Freddy wasn't the child killer.
Yeah.
You know? I think when they said, oh, look, he actually was this child molester, this pervert, that kind of ruined it, in my opinion. If they sort of said, actually, everyone was wrong and they killed an innocent guy, that would have made the film so much better and so much darker. Because then you can suddenly see, wait, now you can kind of, he has a valid reason for doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I did like I do like the Friday the 13th one as well. Even though it's not the first one because Jason's in it. And of course, was it Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
I was about to mention actually, it's of the films I've actually liked. But once again, it's more of a comedy than a horror, but I think it still counts just because I think, well, for me, I prefer horror comedies. It's just something, I think I just grew up with that sort of thing. Like, well, my first one was Critters, for God's sake. So it's just meant to be. I just feel like it's natural. Although I do love the old classics.
Oh, yeah.
It always, like, I'm a big Evil Dead fan, so that was, and like Reanimator and
I've not seen Reanimator yet.
Oh, we need to.
I keep trying to, and every time I go to watch it, I end up being busy doing something else. I've got like 5 jobs.
No, fair enough. I did watch one that was quite a fun slasher film, very very recent one, Thanksgiving.
I've heard of that and I want to see it.
It's actually really good, and it's just a proper cheesy old school slasher movie. It's great.
That's what I've been told, and I want to watch it.
Yeah, that's the reason to watch, and it's I'm thinking of watching that again soon. It's that good.
I think there's something wrong with us. We're talking about how much we love seeing teenagers get murdered. I want to see that, but I did see Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It's about killer turkeys.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's like black. It's like Black Sheep. Have you seen that?
I've seen Black Sheep. Yeah, I remember that one.
I will like it, guys. These guys have to be. Sorry, these guys have to be spoken something when they're making these films.
Oh god, yeah, so good.
My first horror film was The Omen.
Oh really?
I was like 8 years old.
I watched that one really early as well. Like I was about 9 or 10 or something like that. And
like, you remember when we were young, like family used to be a bigger thing. Like we'd do family gatherings, and our parents would get pissed and leave the kids to do what they want.
Yeah.
So all the adults were pissed. There's a fucking fuck that's completely pissed up. I went inside the house and turned TV on and watched The Omen.
Ah, fair.
Still managed to sleep well that night as well. There's definitely something fucking wrong with me.
I remember having I watched Exorcist about that sort of age as well.
I've never thought. Carry on.
And I had a mate of mine came round from school, and he said to my mum, "I've seen The Exorcist. I'd love to watch this again. This was bullshit." He's never watched it, and he's like, he just know the title of it. I have no idea what it was about at the time. I had no idea what an Exorcist was. And Mum's like, "Yeah, it's fine," because she's shown me a couple of Hammer films since then. She was a bit funny about me watching Critters, but Hammer was fine. And then this kid, at this point, I've already watched Yeoman. She showed me that. Then it's like, oh, right, The Exorcist next. My friend was actually fucking traumatized by it. There's me rewinding, like, there's a bit where you see the face pop up.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what's that? I kept rewinding. He was traumatized in the background. I was just like, that's really cool. This is interesting.
So you were just making him worse? Have you seen
it? Yeah, because I was not traumatized. I just found it more fascinating.
I have never found The Exorcist scary.
Nah.
I think I have this issue with horror films. But, like, I really end up believing the hype of how scary it is, so I'll put it off. So I end up watching it, I'm like, fucking, what was I scared of?
It's things like the head turning. I was like, oh, that's cool. How do they do that? Even at that age, I'm just fascinated by it, and more than actually terrified by it. And
I know. And then I tell you what, I really got into horror around like my teens, because I was a teenager and absolutely fucking rebellious, listening to heavy metal, doing everything I shouldn't be doing. And then being accused of things I actually weren't doing. And I got really into horror then. Like I remember watching Hellraiser for the first time.
Oh yeah.
And I hadn't watched I didn't watch Hellraiser 2 for a long time afterwards. But I could never understand why people kept calling the Cenobites the bad guys. Like, the Cenobites are evil, right? I was like, they're trying to get this bastard here.
Oh, yeah,
killing people.
That's right.
They're just policemen. Oh god, and they ruined that series of the last one, didn't they?
I think what's the last? Is it the remake or the one beforehand?
The one before one. Not the remake. The remake's actually pretty good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought it was alright. It was
It wasn't. It's not as good as the others, but
no.
The one before that.
I think the sequels. I think
when she came back.
I never watched the latest sequels, I have to say.
Basically, she
if I never got around to them.
I'm gonna just ruin it for you because it's so fucking bad. It is just so insulting to the Halloween.
I'll watch this middle later.
Yeah, she ends up being the one that opened the box, killed her husband, and brought the Cenobites in to kill her husband.
Oh.
So she ends up being the bad bitch.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, you've seen this box get opened, what, twice now? You know what's coming. Why are you even doing this? It always makes me laugh in horror films. It's not just the running up the stairs. It's the constant sequels.
Oh, yeah.
And the same people in it constantly. And it's like the fourth and the fifth one, you're like, going, come on, you had to have learned your lesson somewhere, right? You had to learn. I mean, the only thing that makes Scream good is because Sydney fucking learns.
Yeah.
Like, by the third one, she's isolated herself to try and protect everyone else.
But yeah.
You know? I've not seen the latest ones because it ended so well on the third one. Again, it ended so well on the third one, it tied it all up.
Yeah.
There's no reason to make. I think they only made sequels because Wes Craven didn't want to make any more.
He did Scream 4, didn't he?
Yeah, but he didn't want to, sort of thing.
Oh, really?
But then again, I think it was one of those situations where he was told it was happening with him or not, and he'd rather be in charge. Like he did that with Nightmare on Elm Street as well, didn't he? With a New Nightmare.
New Nightmare, yeah.
Again, they were saying they're going to make the film, whether or not, with him attached or not. It's like, fine, if you're going to fuck it up, I'm going to do it myself. And I go give a lot of credit to directors that do that. Like, fine, if you're going to bring it back, I'm doing it. Except John Carpenter and and Halloween. I fucking love him. John Carpenter's a fucking Chad.
Yeah.
he was like, what do you think of these new Halloween films? He goes, I'll tell you what I think. I hold out my hand and a check appears.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's a dad. Again, The Thing was fucking slated.
Yeah, I know.
And then you got The Mouth of Madness.
Yes, that was good.
And again, that was slated.
Yeah.
That was the first John Carpenter film.
Most of this film did, though.
Yeah.
Either that or flopped.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
But then he makes all his money back on video and DVD sales.
Yeah. I love it when someone praises his, goes they interview him saying, "Oh, I love this film. I loved it." You know, I was like, "What fucking point is to tell me that now? You could have, you weren't there to see it when it came out the cinema. That's what he said to someone was.
Yeah,
what fucking good it is for me."
Dude, that's what I love about him. Dude speaks his mind.
Absolutely,
he does, and like the Halloween film's fantastic. Yeah. I do like the first new one,
the 2018 one.
Yeah. The next two are awful. And the last one's even worse. It would have been good to see Michael Myers
tonight. That woman the eye.
Yeah. I think it would have been good to see Michael Myers die and for George to take on his place. That would have been a good twist to it. But the spirit of evil can be passed on.
Yeah. That'd be good.
But then again, you have the cheesy other ones like H2O and the one with what's his name? The rapper.
Oh, Halloween Resurrection with them in a Big Brother-esque version of it in the house. Yeah, what's his bloody name?
Again, just cheesy shit.
He's doing his martial arts.
Yeah, against Michael Myers.
Michael Myers, yeah.
It's like, which part of this do you think is going to work? Oh, and I'll tell you what is a damn good horror, and I think it's so good. It's Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, brilliant film.
The original ending is she survived.
Yeah.
But everyone fucking hated her. They reshot it where she dies.
Valid.
And of course, Samuel L. Jackson's death. Oh, hey, Samuel L. Jackson's in that one as well.
He was.
And he gets killed during mid-speech.
That's it.
That's another great cheesy film. Oh, I think cheese is important in a film. You've got to be able to just have a fun film, which is just, it can be very dark and serious, but still have that bit of cheese in it, which can just make you smile every so often.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But then Marvel takes it too far, though.
Yeah.
Like their entire series now is just fucking cheese, cheese, cheese.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we should end it here. We've been doing this for almost 2 hours.
That's all right.
You're right, man. Do you want to do this again next week?
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Same time, 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Right. I'll send you I'll see if I can send you the file, because I don't quite know how streaming works on this app, on this site.
Worries. That's fine.
And I'll try and link you in the description as well. So,
all right, brilliant.
That's been Alex Shepherd. I've been Martin Young, and this has been the two autists talking absolute crap, which was meant to be about movie games, but fuck it. And we'll see you again. We'll see you again next week, which we'll probably start with a subject and forget about it.
Games, you never know.
Could be. It could be. I'll see if I can get some computer games actually being shown while we talk.
Yeah.
Hey, fun chatting to you, man.
Yeah, you too.
You too. Have a good day. Let's
too.
end the stream. And stream. There you go. Yeah, dude. That's